Good morning, Professor and classmates. My name is Joseph Creer, and this is my introductory post for Management 496 Capstone. Let's get started, I guess. So it says, from one of your famous or most admired books, what is a quote that you live by or like to tell others? And I don't know if you guys ever read The Jungle Book, but I always liked the quote, the Jungle Law quote, the one that went like, now this is the law of the jungle, old and true as the sky, the wolf that shall keep it may prosper, and the wolf that shall break it must die. As a creeper that girdles the tree trunk, the law runneth forward and back, for the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Specifically, the last portion where it says, for the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack, I consider the connections that I make in life, me being, the strength of the pack and the strength of the wolf, how they run one and the same. And I always kept that after I got the Jungle Book read to me when I was a child. What else does it say here? It says, significant event relates to the course guide, or this other famous quote. It's probably the most famous quote, other than, I guess, Theodore Roosevelt's quote on the man in the arena. That's because I own a business. I own a mixed martial arts school right here in Columbus, Georgia. We've been open for 8 years, so I do a lot of martial arts. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I am a crew or chief instructor in Muay Thai. I was an amateur and professional boxer, professional MMA fighter, and wrestler. So that quote from Theodore Roosevelt about the man in the arena is a very important quote to me. I also served in the military for 14 years in the United States Army, and I got out of the Army in 2014 and opened up the gym. It says, next, list the music that you listen to, what you watch on film, television, or video. So I have an eclectic taste in music. I listen to everything from country to rap, hip-hop, rap and hip-hop being one and the same generally, some pop music, etc. But I remember when I was younger, when I was a child, my favorite group was Queen, to tell you the truth. And even though I'm 40, but Queen was before me. But definitely Queen, and it's still one of my favorite groups. And my daughter, she's 9. She's about to be 9, and she listens to Queen as well. But those are my guys. And then, I guess when it comes to country, I wouldn't even call that country though, but I'd say Johnny Cash. I listen to a lot of Johnny Cash. And I guess when it comes to rap, I think currently right now my favorite rap artist is Kendrick Lamar. What I watch on TV and film, so I'm super busy with school and a job and everything, so I don't really watch too much television. The most recent thing I saw on TV is that it's a show on HBO called The Staircase. It's like a little drama documentary about the guy from North Carolina that supposedly killed his wife, and he got away with it. He didn't really get away with it, but he got off. He's out right now, and that's a pretty good show. It's a drama. And the last movie that I saw, I took my daughter to go see the Bob's Burgers movie. And that was pretty good because that's something we do watch as a family is Bob's Burgers. The last thing I read online was the news. It was the Washington Post. And the last thing I read in print, I don't know. I got a lot of books. I guess I can say the last thing I read on print would be, there's a book called the Urantia book, and it's a book about how the world was created and gods and deities and things like that. It says, where do I go to have fun for travel or recreation? I consider myself an amateur fisherman, so I go fishing a lot. I just went fishing yesterday on the Chattahoochee. We've got kayaks and we've got a little john boat and everything. Yesterday I went out on my kayak and I went fishing. I didn't catch much. We caught 4 catfish and we caught 1 bass. We had to throw the bass back though because he was too small. Next question says, what is the view outside of your window? The view outside of my window, I guess you see that window or the back door, it is my backyard. So in my backyard, we got a big backyard, and we have an above ground swimming pool, and all the boats and stuff are out there. That's just southern living, I guess. You got to have a pool regardless of it being above ground or in the ground because it gets so hot. I live in the South because my final duty station was Fort Stewart. I'm actually from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. And my wife, she is from Newport News, Virginia, but I met her when I was stationed in Newport News, Virginia. But the view outside of my window happens to be my big backyard. My favorite app on my phone or electronic device, I guess the two most used apps on my phone would be Instagram and Facebook. But that's because I actually post about the business on Instagram and Facebook. And my wife, she does all the Snapchat and the Twitter and all that other crazy stuff. But me specifically, the most used apps, other than the bank account app or something like that, or I can even also say Walmart. The Walmart app, I use that a lot as well, and Amazon. So Walmart, Amazon, Facebook, and Instagram. Those are my most used apps on my phone. And it says, is your fridge more likely to be full of food or takeout containers? So we actually prepare all of our food here at the house. So it's going to be full of food. Like if I open up my refrigerator right now, or a freezer, you'd see some steaks. You'd see some broccoli. You'd see some cauliflower. I don't really like cauliflower though. And if I open up the refrigerator side, it'd be orange juice and eggs and water, things like that. And it says, describe yourself using 4 adjectives. And what would they be? I don't know. That's a good question. 4 adjectives. Bald. One of them would be bald. But then I'd say beautiful as well. Bald and beautiful. And I'd say brave. And generally thankful for the opportunities that I've been given in my life. And thankful that I'm here sharing this final class with you guys so I can get my bachelor's degree. And it's not about when you start the race, it's about how you go about finishing it. And that's me getting a bachelor's degree, would be finishing said race. And I'm super excited to do it because it's an accomplishment for me. I had my associate's degree. I've had that for a long time. And just something last year, summer, I think around July of last year, just something clicked in my brain and said, you know what, let me go back to school and get my my bachelor's. And now I've actually got the itch to continue on and get my master's degree. So we'll see where that takes me. And I'm really excited to be here. I never thought this time would come, but it's here now, and I'm really excited. This is one of my final classes, so I'm happy to be here with you guys. I hope that I hit all the topics of discussion. Like I said, it's myself and my wife and my child, and we have a dog. His name is Grizzly. We have a gym here in Columbus, Georgia. It's called F3 Training Center or Bad Apple MMA. And we've been open for 8 years. And I like to fish in my free time. And generally, that's me, cut and dry. So, I hope to hear from you guys soon. I'm really excited to start the class. And I will talk to you all later.